Hi, let's talk dating today. I was a single mom for 1,000 years, and okay, it was 8, but it felt like 1,000. And I went on lots of dates. I would take menopauses, as my friend Lindsay would say. I would not date for a year or not date for 2 years in a row and get really frustrated. And then I would, all right, I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to try it again. And I put together a list of some tips and some things that I wish I would have known. I wish I would have done differently. And trying to navigate the dating world again after being married for a long time. I know I was with my first husband for about 10 years. And so I know, a lot of you moms, were together with your husbands for a long time, and you may be dating again for the first time in a long time. And it's tough. There's a lot of new apps. There's a lot of new, online stuff, and it's weird. When all that stuff was just barely coming out, because I got separated in 2007. So really, I think the only thing we had was eHarmony, and I think Match came out about the same time. And I know there's a whole bunch of new stuff now, but my point is, I have a couple things that I wish I would have done differently that I wanted to talk about today. So I just have about 5 tips. The first tip that I would recommend is to have your very, very first date, the very first time you meet somebody, always be during the day, always be coffee or lunch. Just coffee. I mean, I wish I would have just done Starbucks for any person that I met ever. And, because you don't want beer goggles. I mean, maybe you do. All right, you want beer goggles, go for it. But everybody seems really nice and really cute after a couple martinis, right? So when you first meet someone, you really want to be, completely sober and completely awake and just aware, just so you can pay attention, to the signs that I missed a lot. And so that would be my first tip for dating as a single mom. My second one would be, do not reach out ever, ever, ever. I fell for this so many times. We would have a good time, we exchanged numbers, blah, blah, blah. I guess we already had numbers by then. And they would say, yeah, let's do this again. Like, everybody always says, let's do this again, no matter if they want to or not. I don't know why. And then if I didn't hear from them, or even worse, when we had another date scheduled and they wouldn't follow up, and they weren't like reconfirming, and they weren't following up with me to make sure we were going out, and I already had a babysitter. This happened to me twice. Well, twice that I remember. I wish I cared not to remember, but this happened to me 2 times, so I want to tell you a quick story. The first time I had gotten a babysitter, it was supposed to meet him on Sunday night, and I hadn't heard from him. And so instead of ignoring him and saying goodbye forever, like I should have done, I reached out to him, said, hey, are we still on? Because ladies, if someone wants you, they will not forget a date. They will always follow up with you. They want to take you out. They will make sure you're coming, and they will confirm where and what time. And if they don't, they do not want you. They are not worth your time. If they never follow up, even if you have a date scheduled. I literally had a date scheduled for a Sunday evening, and he didn't follow up, didn't follow through. It was Sunday morning. I had already had a babysitter set up. So because I didn't do that, guess what his response was? Oh, sorry. Oh, I was going to go, have a drink with my roommate. Oh, great. Okay. Well, I already got a babysitter. So, why don't we just all, go out for a drink? I literally said that. And I don't know why, I just wanted a break. I needed a little bit of a break. I wanted to go have a drink. And I was like, I even said it was okay for someone who didn't want to see me. Oh, he wanted to see me. He wanted to hang out, but he didn't want to take me on a date. Probably didn't want to spend the money, and didn't want to, spend the effort. And he'd rather hang out with his roommate. So I just said, well, I'll just meet you. Where are you guys going? Yeah, gross, right? It's desperate. It didn't seem like it at the time, but I didn't meet someone who was real and honest and loyal and true to his word until I didn't need a break from single momhood. So that's really the whole point of my strategy, is to create a life that you love so much you don't need a break from. So you can learn from me. Don't ever reach out, ever, 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 ever. If somebody wants you, they will confirm with you, they will do anything to get to see you a second time or a third time. So the next one, if and only if, after the first date, only if you really want to see him again, then that's the only time you can just say, thank you, great to meet you, blah, blah, blah. That's it. So it's kind of the same thing. Don't reach out. You always have to have him come to you. I guess it's the same scenario, same thing, different story. But another story. We had plans. I had met him out. I was going to be in town, and he didn't respond. He didn't follow up with me. He knew when I was going to be in town. He didn't follow up with me. So I sent him a text. And when you do that, you're making it way too easy. And of course he's going to be like, all right, sure, let's go have a beer. But that would be, it's just so obvious to me now that he doesn't want to put in the effort to see me. It's really not that hard to send a text and go say, how about this, restaurant at 7:00? It's not that hard. He already knew I was coming. He already said he wanted to see me again, but he didn't put in any effort. And when someone puts in zero effort at the very beginning, the effort only gets worse. They put in less and less and less and less effort. So having the effort and having the type of person that's going to actually pursue you is really super important. When I was visualizing what my real husband would do, I always visualized him going, I love you, you're coming with me. Like, he doesn't want anybody to date me. He wants me all to himself. He wants to fill up my calendar. And I visualized that. However, I still did that with this other teacher, and it didn't go well. So when I finally went to, out with John, and we had our first date, and before he even had our first date, he already asked me out for the second date. So he was filling up my calendar, and he had the whole thing planned. He wanted to spend the whole day on Sunday, and then Tuesday night, and then this, and then I was going out of town, and he booked a plane to Austin because he wanted to come see me sing, and he didn't even know I was a singer. He'd never seen any of my YouTube videos. He didn't even know I had a channel. Nothing. He had no idea. He thought it was like going to be a choir or something. And he flew to Austin to come see me because he wanted to spend his weekend with me. He only has Sundays off. He flew in Saturday afternoon and stayed with me in Texas when the very first week we got together. So that's the kind of man you want. Is they take action. They want to fill up your calendar. They want to have you all to themselves, because if they want to date around, then they don't want you. You're not an option. You're a 1 in a million beautiful, amazing woman, and you need a man who treats you like that. And that's the only way. It's through his actions. The last one is to pay attention to what he's asking. And specifically, what is he asking about? What is he curious about? Does he actually listen when you're talking to him? I had a lot of teachers go, oh, so tell me about your kids. They didn't have kids. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. Look at the picture on the phone. And it was almost like, it was just like ceremoniously, like, get the kids out of the way. So then they talk about what they want to talk about. So what do you like to do? Whatever. And they get to talk about themselves. So pay super close attention about the amount of detail they want to know, because that tells you everything. I should have known that this happened a couple different times. But when they just kind of, throw it out there, you have kids? It's like, yeah. And I would, talk about them and like, oh, okay. And then go right on to the next situation, the next topic, usually themselves. That's a huge red flag. It's a huge red flag. They don't want someone with kids. They want to take me out anyway, just in case something happens, because they want that. However, you're always going to find what you are putting out into the universe. You're always going to attract what you're putting out. And those days where I wanted a break from single momhood, I wanted to go out and have, get my party on. I wanted to go have some drinks. I wanted to go have some fun. I wanted to, quote, forget I was a single mom. That's exactly who I attracted. All of them. They didn't want any commitment. They didn't want to date me. They didn't want me to be their girlfriend. They just wanted to take me out and see what they could do, see what they could get out of me. And so if you look for those red flags, The number one thing I think the red flag is, is not listening, not really, really listening about you and who you are, because they don't really want to know. They might want to get you in bed, but that's it. And they don't want to put in any effort. Huge red flag. And then you just know. And then as soon as you learn something, you just write the opposite in your soulmate list. So I would come home from my dates and I would say, if someone didn't listen, my soulmate listens attentively. My soulmate cares about every single thing about me, and my soulmate is in constant communication with me because he always wants to know what's happening and if I'm okay and if everything's all right. My soulmate cares about my children, and he wants to be in their lives, and he wants to help them and support them and be a good example to them. I wrote those things because I experienced the opposite in the dates. And if you go out and you see these red flags and you experience these things, then you can update your soulmate list and edit it and read it again and confirm to yourself that even though you met somebody who is the opposite of the person that you want to marry and you deserve to be with, then you can still write and edit and read and believe and pray that your soulmate is attentive and is wonderful and he is out there manifesting you. If you subscribe to my channel, that really helps me a lot. Thanks so much for being here and listening, and I wish you lots and lots and lots of love. Mwah.